Have you ever put on an outfit and felt like it should work, like you really want it to work because you love all the individual pieces, but when it comes to the actual outfit itself, you're kind of bored and underwhelmed with it? This is a pretty common problem that could be really solved with a few styling tips, and I am here to show you the ways to make your outfits feel a little bit more interesting. I want you to think of all of your outfits like a band in the aspect that each element is going to be a different member of the band. If we just take a regular band, we think about the guitarist, the lead singer, the bassist, the drummer, and when it comes to your outfits, there could be some overlap in that. Maybe the bassist or the guitarist are the lead singer. Maybe you don't have a rhythm guitarist. Maybe you have some other pieces that are not in a traditional band. But the whole point of this analogy is, one, I thought of it as an analogy as I was driving home, and two, not any one thing is going to make your outfit. There is some fantastic musicians out there, but it doesn't particularly make for a good band. You might have a fantastic lead singer, but if everything else sucks, then you don't have something worth listening to. That's how I want you to think of your outfits, as all of them as individual pieces that work together. Do they have to match? Absolutely not. And I'm going to show you how to make your pieces work in harmony. Let's talk about the few things that make an outfit worth wearing. Those pieces that make the outfits worth wearing are depth, texture, balance, and risk. Yes, I know that I'm including risk, but we're going to go through all of these, and I'm going to show you how to take some risks that feel safe, that don't require you buying anything new. Let's talk about depth. Depth is the easiest element to this. So let's say you have a cashmere sweater that you love a lot. This is one that I am obsessed with, this sweater. However, it's easy to get underwhelmed by a really simple sweater. If you were to layer something under it, you can layer a button-up shirt, you can layer another turtleneck of a different color, you can layer a white t-shirt under it. It's going to set the tone. It's going to make it a little bit different. If you wear this sweater with a t-shirt under it, it's instantly going to be a cooler outfit in the aspect that you are mixing something kind of casual with something a little formal. It just makes your outfit seem a little bit more like an outfit versus individual pieces. But that's also something that's really important to think about when putting them together, is that they have to work in harmony. If you are wearing a very beautiful sweater and putting a collar under it, then you're going to formalize it. If you're wearing a t-shirt under it, then you're going to make it more casual. Be mindful with the layers you bring forward and what you style it with. Let's say you're wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Well, let's add a layer to make it a little bit more formal. If you wanted to wear that and you just want to throw a boyfriend blazer on top of it, it's going to make it a little bit more formal. That's making it a little bit more of an outfit. Let's say you're wearing a really simple, fun dress. Well, let's do the same thing. Let's layer a blazer on top of it, which is going to make it a little bit more of an outfit. You want to incorporate these pieces to complement what you're already wearing and not overtake what you're already wearing. Let's talk about texture. Going back to the band, if you think about the band, each one of them brings something different. You have the bass that can bring a really groovy feel. You can have drums that can actually change the tone of the entire song, the guitarist and everything. All these pieces are going to be different in their own way. If you just have one piece that is the standalone center of attention, you can't only wear a dress. You have to wear shoes with it, and maybe you accessorize it, and maybe you throw on a jacket with it. So if you're wearing a satin dress that feels very beautiful and elegant, what if we just threw on a pair of leather boots and a suede jacket? Those are 3 different feels to it. That's going to make your outfit a lot more interesting. It's going to make it worth looking at. It's going to make it more of an outfit. Now let's talk about balance. Balance is more than just proportions. So there is this trend right now of the Adam Sandler look. And I think the Adam Sandler look is really cool, but I don't think it's really functional on a day-to-day aspect, especially if you were like me and you're a corporate girly. If you want to wear some oversized things, just make sure you're bringing in some balance. If you're wearing all oversized, you're going to either look like a child that stole their parents' clothes. If you are wearing nothing but super tight clothes, you're going to look early 2010s. And I don't know why we all were obsessed with tank tops and skinny jeans, but it wasn't a great look. Let's say you're wearing a wide leg pair of trousers or jeans. If you have a wide leg piece, have everything else be very tight. You want it to really emphasize your figure, not hide it. So just make sure that when you are putting on your oversized pieces or when you're putting on your tight pieces, make sure that you are grabbing the opposite of it to balance the outfits. And that also applies to more than just your outfits. So if you are going to wear that suit kind of outfit, which I super love, maybe throw on a pair of tennis shoes or strappy sandals or something to make your outfit seem a little bit more interesting. If you're going to wear a really bold outfit, consider having everything else be really clean or casual or whatever is the opposite, which is bringing me to my last point. Do something different. I would say there's a reason why I love seeing women in suits, and not just because they look super hot in them. It's because it brings balance to whatever you're wearing. I would say the one great thing about Harry Styles and the fact that he incorporated a lot of effeminate pieces to his outfits is that he just looked like that was what he was supposed to be wearing. But it was also challenging what it meant to be masculine or feminine. Anne Hathaway recently did a photo shoot cover where she was wearing really strong, really bold, like shoulder pads. It looked amazing. If you were to do something different, it's gonna make you look a lot more interesting. I would say that the style icon who is perfect at this is Alexa Chung. She has a very angular face. She is very thin, very tall. She looks like a model. I mean, she is a model. But she's really good at bringing in playful elements to her outfits that make her look really balanced. I am the exact opposite, where I'm short and I have a really round face, but if I wear too many feminine things, it can look like I'm playing a part. If you were to incorporate some playfulness into serious outfits, it's gonna look way cooler. And those are things that you might already own. You might already own some of those pieces. If you were to incorporate things like that into your wardrobe, into your outfits, it's gonna look like you did it very intentionally and mindfully, and you're going against the grain in a positive way. A really good rule to incorporate is the wrong shoe theory. Is to wear the shoes that you're not supposed to. If you are wearing a maxi dress and tennis shoes, then it's gonna look really cool if you pick the right ones. It is a hard theory to master, and my favorite way of wearing it are wearing tall boots with dresses. They're not supposed to go together, but they look so good together that it's one of my favorite things to wear. I really want to encourage you to take risks and try new things. And I would also love to hear more about your experiences and what works well for you with making your outfits a little bit more interesting. I can talk about accessorizing. I could talk about adding different things to make outfits more interesting. But in reality, those things, those guidelines, you could just take that little piece of knowledge and run with it and make some amazing outfits. I would love to hear more about anyone who watches this. I would love to know about your situation and what you feel like works and doesn't work for you. And please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.